Good morning, guys. Happy New Year. I am coming to you. Yes, I'm still in pajamas. You know why? Because it's New Year's Day and I do not have to leave the house for anything. So I am taking full advantage of it. Yes, my house is dark. It is a nice, gloomy, rainy day. So I have bacon going in the oven. I'm just getting ready to put a chicken in a Dutch oven in the oven so that I have that to eat on. I took the glasses off because of the glare, but I just wanted to come on here and say Happy New Year's. I am going to actually upload this today, so you'll see it today. And I just wanted to, this is going to be a vlog. This is all this is going to be. This is it. So real life, messy bun, PJs. I did wash my face, so, but I just wanted to come on here real quick. It's kind of a health journey update also with some encouragement, that type of thing. So today's marks January 1st, so a lot of people are going to be doing resolutions. They're going to be doing all the health fads, the weight loss, all of the things. So I'm here to encourage you, but I also want to give you some words of encouragement in a non-pressure way because society pressures us. I'm guilty of falling for it also. So with that, so my health journey, I kind of revisited and made some changes and some decisions for me that were a long time coming. I've bounced back and forth with my struggles with my weight my whole adult life. The last 13 years, since February of 2012 is when I made the decision to really focus. I've backslided on some of that throughout the years. Had originally lost 50 pounds and gained 20 to 30 of it back over the years, and that may not be a lot for some in the grand scheme of things if some people have 100 pounds plus to lose, 200 pounds to lose. But for a 5'2" woman that's addicted to food, truly, I have a food addiction where I eat too much, not where it's I don't eat. It's I eat too much and there's no full button. It's just, anyways, so I've talked about that before, but I just wanted to go over it again. Is I made some decisions that were for me and they were not easy to make. I'm still not going to disclose which protocol I'm on. I will say I'm going to touch bases on most things that are out there available to people right now. If someone has the willpower to do them, my coffee's done. If someone has the willpower to stick out a protocol or a program that is truly making wise food choices and doing the necessary exercise program to take the weight off, and they can do that long term, more power to you. My hats are off to those people. They are out there, and I've seen lots of them. Now, I have watched, and I'm not giving medical advice in any way, shape, or form. None. Zero. I'm not medically trained. None of that. So just take it for what it is as far as encouragement. And to just know that you can do things yourself. You don't have to tell anybody about them. I'm telling people, I'm telling you guys, I'm telling Instagram, Facebook, I'm telling just because I want people to see that there are struggles in life. I'm still not telling everybody what I'm doing exactly, but what I'm doing along the way that's helping. So I started August 5th of this year. As you guys all know, Gene and I separated and started divorce process this year, which was, as you know, is mentally challenging and just difficult. So I saw myself getting into patterns of eating again, which is what I do when I'm stressed or going through anything, happy, sad, mad, just because I eat. So I saw myself getting into that pattern, and I knew I needed to do something that would help me break that pattern. So I did. And today is January 1st. I've lost 25 pounds. So that's under 2 pounds a week. I mainly focus on high protein. I try to get 100 plus grams of protein a day. And then with that, good carbs, good fiber, as less processed food as possible. I do a lot of cooking at home. Now Christmas, I did go off the rails, and I suffered for it. I didn't go off the rails completely like my old self, but I did have the treats. I did have just bread. And for me, my high inflammatory foods are sugar is number one, and gluten. And I thought dairy was one of my inflammation, because it is a inflammatory food, but it's not the main culprit that makes me hurt. Sugar, if I eat any like candy or baked goods, which baked goods also has gluten in it, but if I have any form of sugar, my hands start hurting within about 30 minutes, and the tops of my feet hurt, and then I just don't feel good for a couple of days. My joints hurt, all the things. So by eliminating, and I'm talking like white sugar, processed sugar, cane sugar, because I put honey or real maple syrup in my coffee sometimes, or my yogurt bowls, and I don't hurt. It's white sugar, and I don't know why. Now, I think if I were to overdo it on the honey or maple syrup, maybe it would affect it. I don't know. I just don't let myself have that much. So, and I don't have honey in my coffee all the time. As always, I digress. But, so I've lost the 25 pounds. I've been focusing on the high protein. Some of it's not always clean, but for me to get my protein goals in, I can't afford to eat steak every single day, or twice a day, or 3 times a day. I'm sure I could figure it out, but I'm just not. So hold on one second. Sorry, my shoulder my hand was going numb, but and I'm squinting because I'm trying to see the screen. My eyes they're officially shut. I have more glasses coming, but to take my glasses off and look is totally blurry. But so if I'm squinting, that's why. And I have to pay attention to the camera lens instead of the front of the screen. So, so yeah, and to get on where people are going to be doing all the things. I mean, there's pills, there's methods, I don't know, the fad diets, they're out there. I've done them all. Literally, I've done them all. A ketogenic diet works for me, but it can get kind of tricky in there when you do dirty keto, which is all the processed treats that say they're keto friendly, low carb. When you read labels, they don't have some good ingredients. There are some that have good ingredients, and I do get those from time to time, but I try to eat whole foods and clean as possible. So there's the carnivore diet, there's Atkins, there's, what's the one with Dr. Saldino? So I follow Dr. Paul Saldino, I follow Dr. Sean Baker, I follow Dr. Ken Berry. Most of them they lean towards, 2 of them are carnivore, but I've watched a lot of their information, and I really like it. So, sorry, I just got a message on the screen, but I really follow doctors. There's a lot of influencers have been doing these things for 15, 20 years. There's also GLP-1s out there. There is different forms of GLP-1s, semaglutide, the tirzepatides. I think the real names for them are like Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro, Zepbound, those types of things. Those are all available. There's drastic weight loss surgery, which any of these things I am not judging anyone on, because you have to do what is best for you. So And the body shaming by others is just mind-boggling to me. Mind-boggling. People don't know what's going on the inside of you, and mentally or physically. So for someone to judge or body shame or just shame in general, whether they think it's out of kindness or not, first of all, most of all of these, now the fad diets, I mean, you can do what you want to do on those, but I'm talking about the injections or the surgeries. You need to do your full research on these items. There's you're going to have the naysayers. I want to know, if they're naysayers, are they a physician? And how many years of studies and how many peer review teams or whatever that they've been on for these. So anyways, however it works for you and your body and your health, overall health. Because if you're overweight and you're eating processed junk every day, and I'm talking seed oils, processed foods that have just ingredients that you have no idea what they are, or if they were to be put in front of you, you wouldn't know what they were, and to know that you're eating them. So again, I still have the occasional things, but not for the most part, and I feel amazing for it. My gut, it feels amazing. My clarity, my energy, it all is just amazing with the program that I'm on. So all of this to say is, do not let one single person influence you in a way that makes you feel bad for making a choice that's for you. Where I was going with that is, if someone is not supporting you to do what you need to do to be healthier and how you feel better, because inflammation affects people differently. The brain fog, the sluggish, just not feeling good. There was times when both of my arms and hands would be completely numb for the entire night that I slept. My shoulder blades would hurt so bad that I would have to sit up to turn in bed. And then I couldn't lay on a particular side for more than a few minutes. So I would get horrible sleep. So being sleep deprived, your body being inflamed, the pre-diabetes leading to type 2 diabetes, the heart health leading to stroke and heart attacks. There's a lot of studies. I'm not going to say what really, but, and again, do your own research, but things that you consume that can lead to dementia and or Alzheimer's. You might want to look into those. High blood pressure. I'm not on high blood pressure medicine anymore. I took myself off of it 2 years ago by eating certain foods that are geared towards lowering blood pressure, and it's maintained. So, yeah. So what I'm saying is, you do you. Literally, you do you. If you are under a doctor's care, I would talk to them about it. Keeping in mind that you may want to possibly talk to a functional medicine provider, because their methods are a little bit more towards root cause rather than the mainstream pharmaceuticals and such. Again, I am not medically trained in any way, shape, or form. I'm just saying, you do what you need to do for you. So with that said, I wish you guys a blessed new year, that you find yourself to get into a healthier disposition so you can avoid long-term health effects. I am going to be starting a exercise regime. I'm not probably going to publicize it, because I know me. I'm going to try it for 100 days. That's what, 3.5 months. It's going to involve more walking, jogging, heavy kettlebell exercises. So yeah, if I'm brave, at the end of the 3.5 months, I may show before pictures of what I looked like in bike shorts and a tank top lifted up to resemble a sports bra, of when I started in August to what I end up looking like after the 100 days. So we'll see. I'm not making any promises. That's, some people can post all that and their actual weight numbers, and maybe I will, I'm not sure. But anyways, just stay tuned. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Please be kind. As always, I don't entertain snarky or vulgar or just negative anything. So far, for the most part, lately, I've had very encouraging comments and questions. So just keep them coming. I will do the best I can. Sorry for the lighting. This is real life. I'm not going to turn on a huge bright light when the message comes across just as clear. I'm not swimming in millions of subscribers. So for the couple hundred that I have, thank you for being along. Content's going to change this year because I'm in a new place. I considered actually canceling my channel because and this is kind of totally not off topic, but most of my channel is based when I lived at the house with Gene. So that's not my home anymore. It's his home, and you know, to keep his privacy and any possible person he brings into his life, I don't want it to be a sore subject for them. So not that he has or hasn't, I'm not getting into that. I'm just saying I may not do this anymore, but I'll let you guys know if I change my mind, or because those videos are so old, not that many people go back and watch them anyway, so I don't think it's going to be an issue. I just kind of wanted to throw that in there. So anyways, just focus on you. Try to, if you don't have Jesus in your life, get him in your life. You'll see changes that you've never expected. So I'm just putting that out there as well. So remember to always be kind. Thanks, guys. Bye.